All right, let's see here. No. Claiborne speaking. Ah, Mr. ACC Commissioner. Are you calling because we just beat two of your historic franchises and you want to invite us into your prestigious organization? You want me to go what myself, Mr. Commissioner? Oh, okay. I'm quite old. It's going to be hard to do that to myself, but I'll try to put it on the schedule. Thank you, sir. Rick.
Welcome to another week of the Zeros Network, where we will be going to West Point, New York to face Army, and then taking a much-deserved and much-needed bye week in Week 8. That coming off a very top-heavy first half of the season against a couple of ranked and big-time opponents. But from here, it gets a lot easier, and I mean a lot. Let me tell you something, folks. I love America. And let me tell you something else. I love football more. What better way to put the two together than playing here in West Point, New York, the center of our armed forces? We'll get to see the boys from the backwoods of North Carolina and Zebulon come in here and take on Army. They run that flex bone, never forward pass system. We'll have to see how the boys compete against that. The rain is falling here in New York, and we're ready to get underway here for Week 7 of the college football season. Tyler Olson leads the offensive unit on the field first. 415 yards last week, 5 sixers. That boy was slinging the football, and he'll get a chance to put some points up on the first drive of this game here in the harsh conditions. 1st and 10, play action, rolling right. It's got a man, Williamson, and he gets involved in the first play. Williamson, toe tap grab along the sideline. Going to move it up to the 36-yard line. 1st down, zeros. Death, taxes, 3rd down, curl routes. Tyler Olson's going to go across the middle. Mick Lawler, 1st down, zeros. And that's why they continue to do it, ladies and gentlemen, because it works. 2nd down and 11. The run game has not been there so far. Here's a pass to the running back out of the backfield, though. Angle route, and Strickland has been so good on that route all season long. He's going to get another big pickup here. Get it to the 29-yard line deep in Army territory. Zambini coming out in another one of these boot plays. Olson, the fake to Teague. Rolling out right again. He's going to have Gunderson back up tight end just on the flat route, and he's going to have plenty of room to pick up a 1st down. Looking to cause confusion in that secondary here. 2nd down. Man across the middle. Foreman. Nobody's catching up to him. Touchdown. Zeros. Javion Foreman on the crossing route. Cradles that baby to the crib. 1st 6. Just absolutely decimates his man on this route. I mean, he's 4 steps behind him. You can't have an easier throw in these wet conditions. I'll go ahead and tell you folks now, this offense is not going to be the most thrilling to watch. Zebulon's just going to have to bear down on the run and stay disciplined. Oh man, he's going to hurdle a man on the ground. Picking up about 15 just as I'm talking about how uninteresting they are. Hayden Reed, highlight play right there. Brings up a 1st and 10. Going to snap it, fake the pitch, roll out a little bit to the left, twirls around and just throws it into the way of Jaden Bowie. Bowie covered it perfectly. Basically ran the route for the man, and that's why they do not throw the ball often, ladies and gentlemen. Jaden Bowie reads it like a book and takes it away from this Army offense. Zebulon's going to be back on the field here. Go ahead and put this in the Honors Organic Chemistry textbooks, because this is textbook play right here. Jaden Bowie, I mean, just undercuts this route. Watching the eyes of the quarterback and just timing it perfectly. Nice interception for the cornerback one. Olson coming out here in the shotgun. Going to take a couple steps, drop back. Staying back there, finding Scooter Page on the slant route. Plenty of time to dish it out. Scooter Page loses his man. 3rd down now. Olsen's going to keep dropping back, going to fire to Teague at the backfield, who's huddled up over there with McLawler. He's not going to have enough yards, but Ian Wells is even out of his seat. I mean, everybody in the world knows what's about to happen right here. Gene Zambini, he is going to go for it on a 4th and 1 in enemy territory. And Cameron Teague pays it off. Picks up a first down on a night so far where the running game has not been there. You come in, you need to get a couple yards. You do exactly that. Great job by Cameron Teague there. Great job moving the sticks. Fresh set of downs here in the red zone. 15-yard line. And he's going to fire to McLawler on the streak route. Splits the safeties. Beautiful throw. Touchdown again for the Zeros. 2 straight drives. They find pay dirt. And Army has got to figure out some offense quickly because Zebulon is feeling it right now. Here's a 2nd and 7. They're going to run that little speed option, dish it out, and lose 3 yards. No choice was the good choice there. And that play was just blown up from the get-go. Zebulon flexing its muscle right here defensively. They're winning at the line of scrimmage as we get a fake handoff here. This time, though, quarterback's going to pick up big yardage, 15 yards and a first down with it. A couple more tackles for loss on the stat sheet. Here we are on a 3rd and 15. Another fake handoff, and the quarterback's just going to get stuffed right at the line to gain. 4th and inches is what they're calling it, and man, he almost got there on the 15-yard scamper, but they're going to punt the ball. Here we go on a 2nd and short. Teague looks like he's going to get the handoff. He will, and finally a lane opens up for Cameron Teague. Going to pick up a nice gain there, bringing it up to the 37-yard line. It's been all through the air so far tonight. 3rd and 8. Rain keeps falling. Tyler Olsen, the shotgun. Man vacates the backfield. Olsen backing across the middle. Javion Foreman on the dig route. It's been all zeros so far, but Army is forced to 3rd and 11. Olsen going to continue to back and has Williamson with nobody on him on the corner route. I think he got his toes in. They're going to say no. Zambini is going to throw out his first challenge of the season, and based off this replay, there's grass. There's grass in between that toe and that sideline. I think this should be a first down, but the call is upheld. Wow. Little seedy on that one. I thought that was pretty clear, but they're not going to overturn it. Ian Wells is going to come out here and sneak one in the upright, so there's a field goal on the drive for the Zeros. 3rd and short. Saw a lot of these in Raleigh. Let them convert a lot of these as, oh my goodness. Kobe Garland just got the stiff arm of a lifetime. I mean, is that Derrick Henry or is that number 8? I don't even know his last name. They don't put him on the back of the jerseys. Quarterback's going to keep and go through the gap in the line and shove off another man himself. What are they feeding these guys? I mean, my goodness. Just planting a couple dudes onto the turf. What in the world? Even the quarterback out here delivering some punishment. They're going to pick up another first down. 3rd and 9 now. Sending a man in motion. Fake handoff, and there's no shoving out of that one. Cade Bloom bearing down on him just as he's delivering the fake handoff, and they're going to force a punt. Offense has been humming like a well-oiled engine. Olsen, another passing play. Going to throw to McLawler, who catches it between 2 men. Gronk-esque. Celebrate, big fella. Wow, that's a heck of a highlight right there. Just put him on a poster and frame it, Scott. Come down against 2 defenders. And what's this?
Hey, that's a heck of a catch, son. That's a heck of a catch.
Could that possibly be?
That's right. It's me, son. I was lost in the frozen isle, son. Come in.
I ain't never leaving you again, boy. I ain't never leaving you again. Folks, what a beautiful display we've seen here in West Point. It seems that Scott McLawler's father, once lost in the supermarket, has found his way back. Oh man, the beauty of college football. He might have lost his arm in that frozen aisle, but no matter what, his soul is still intact, and he's got to watch his boy play. Oh, it's beautiful. As Zebulon picks up another first down. 1st and 10, over 5 minutes to go in this half. Is they're going to find Foreman on the seam. Foreman, nobody's touching him on his way to the end zone. And the Zeros, a well-oiled machine here in the first half. They've put up another touchdown, and they've still got time to play. Chance to put up more points before we go into that break. Javion Foreman gets his second of the day. He has been feasting, and those seam routes, they have not been able to cover it. Tyler Olsen, another day, another dealing. Brings up a 3rd and inches for this Army offense. QB's going to keep it. QB's going to get smothered. Not a chance to pitch it out to the running back in motion, and they're just going to punt this one right back. Tyler Olsen has been dicing up this secondary. Defense has been holding up. Williamson across the middle on the slant, and he's going to find room between the defenders and pushing it up to the 36-yard line. This Zebulon offense cannot be stopped right now. As Cameron Teague potentially getting the handoff here, going to hit that outside edge. Good blocking, setting that edge, and he's going to pick up a first down. So some more running room now developing. Was not there in the first few drives, even though the air attack has been so lethal. Cameron Teague picks up a first down and gets this ball to the 26-yard line. As he's going to get another handoff and push forward again. This one's going to go for 9, and Cameron Teague starting to find that rhythm in the run game. 3rd and 3, looking to run away with this one real early. Olsen's going to stand in that pocket and deliver to Strickland. Out of the backfield, nobody's covering him down low. Fresh out the 2-minute warning, looking to put another 6er on the board. Easy Williamson, the slant route, and nobody was on him from start to finish on that route. Makes the grab in the painted area, and Williamson gets his first score of the day, joining alongside his fellow comrades who have put in a couple touchdowns themselves. And the Zeros are in full control here in the waning moments of this first half. Nearing a minute to play, Army on a 2nd and 10, and off the free safety blitz, Nico Solomon gets home. Just coming off that edge untouched, and is going to bring up a 3rd and long. Timeout taken by the Zeros, potentially getting another chance to possess the ball here before halftime. Big 3rd and 17. Army, not known for their ability to move the ball through the air. They're going to have to figure out something right here. Do a little pump fake, throw it up, double coverage. Nico Solomon again is there, but this time he's just going to deflect the ball and bring up a punt situation. Here we go, 1st and 10, 1 timeout left. Olsen's going to keep the ball, has a lead blocker, and his lead blocker lowers a man to the turf. And Tyler Olsen takes a few extra yards off of it. That's beautiful work there. McClure just puts this safety to bed. Good night. Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Last chance to put up points to really just make this a dominant first half. He's got Williamson with a step. Williamson over the shoulder makes the grab. Another touchdown for the Zeros. Another drive, another touchdown for Demetrius Williamson. And this has been the most complete half of football we've seen the Zeros play yet. Ladies and gentlemen, it is all Zeros in West Point, New York. Beautiful ball from Olsen, just putting it out of the reach of the defender. Demetrius Williamson, the pigskin angler, he's not going to drop that one when you put it in the bucket like that. And as we see Army punting on their first drive of the second half, we see getting ready on the sideline is the second team for the Zeros. We're just getting underway in the second half, and R.D. DePaul and the backups are coming into this game. It has been a slaughtering. And Zambini says, let's not take any unnecessary risks with the starters. Let's put the backups in and just play some ball control football here. Last minute of the 3rd quarter. Let's see if the second team can extend this lead a little bit. Going to throw out on the out route and undercut by the defender. And he's got nobody in front of him. Buford's trying to chase him down. I don't think he's going to be able to catch him. 10-5 touchdown. DePaul throws the pick 6. So it's been 3 unanswered scores from Army, but we're in the final minute, 17 points. This one's over. It's been over for a while. As Strickland's going to get the inside handoff, and Strickland, don't do it to him. Oh, he will. Just salt on the wound there. Spencer Strickland, big Russian touchdown, is going to make this one look a little better for the Zeros in that scorebook. And it has just been a dominant day. When you have your second team out there for the entire second half, you know you did pretty darn good. Zeros take it home here. And Tyler also just continues emerging as a stud. 73% completion percentage, 5 touchdowns. Didn't have to do a lot for yardage, 294. But man, he was just so efficient getting in the end zone. For as dominant as an offensive performance this was for the Zeros, just not a huge running performance. You had a lot of guys get carries, and they each picked up a serviceable amount of yards, but just no one person shined. But you'll take that with a running back depth like this. Demetrius Williamson shines in just 4 receptions, but he made him count. 2 touchdowns. Half his receptions went for TDs. And you got Mick Lawler, who found his long-lost dad today, so that's a win on its own, but he had a good game and another just all-around good receiving performance. Defense was great today. The first team didn't allow a single point. Plenty of tackles for loss, couple of sacks. They really just controlled the trenches and controlled the flow of the game against this Flexbone team. And you might say it's just Army they went up against, but when you go into somebody's home stadium and you beat the brakes off of them to the point where you can bring in the second team to play the entire second half, that's saying something. Zebulon's ready. They're taking care of the games they need to take care of, and they're competing against teams that, to be frank, they shouldn't be competing against. So very, very good season so far, and it's really only going to get easier from here. So we'll see you next time on the Zeros Network.